It's like PewDiePie's show, but more political, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the pro-Palestine meme show. I'm Tyler Traveling Klatt, your favorite Zionist prince, whose land of Israel was promised to me 3,000 years ago. If you want this land to be promised you 3,000 years ago, get the merch in the description below at thetravelingklatt.com, and let's jump into all the retarded memes. I'm so excited. Let's take a look. First clip. Mamdani on Fox News.
Former hostages celebrate being home. There is new heartbreak for families of those killed by Hamas. Hamas says that it can't hand over any more bodies without special equipment to recover them. Israel says one of the 4 bodies returned so far does not match any of the hostages who died. Zohran Mamdani is leading the race for mayor in New York City, the biggest city in the country and the capitalist center of the world. The 33-year-old is proposing free childcare, free buses, freezing rent, and city-run grocery stores. He has claimed that we should not really have billionaires in this city, and he has vowed to make New York the strongest sanctuary city in the country. His views on hot topics like the NYPD and Israel have been a constant source of controversy, but he is ahead by 13 points right now in this race. I sat down with him on the eve of tomorrow night's big mayoral debate in New York City. Here's part 1 of our exclusive interview. Thank you very much for being here. Candidate for mayor of New York City, you're up by 13 points. It looks like you've got the wind at your back. You've got a big debate coming up tomorrow night with the other candidates, Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa. Obviously, New York City policy is front and center, but I would imagine that some of the big headlines recently are going to come up tomorrow night as well. So I want to get to all the policy issues in New York, but I wanted to ask you this first. If you are asked tomorrow night, if you give credit to President Trump for the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas and the return of the 20 living hostages, would you raise your hand?
You know, first I want to say it's a real pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me. And
he's slimy.
It's an honor to have this opportunity to speak to so many New Yorkers and Americans across the country. And when it comes to the ceasefire, I am thankful, and I have hope that it will actually endure and that it will be lasting. And I continue to have concerns because I've seen reports still, just this in the last few days, that 5 Palestinians were killed by the Israeli military. And that's what gives me pause about issuing any kind of praise or celebration at a moment when it is still so in its infancy. And what I will tell you is that in that same moment, it is also one that requires a focus on ensuring that that hope, that belief in a better future is one that is emblematic in our policies right here in New York City as well. And that's what we're hoping to lead with.
So would you give President Trump credit or not, to any extent? Credit or not?
I think it's too early to do so.
Too early to say.
But if it proves to be something that is lasting, something that is durable, then I think that that's where you give credit.
So you've denounced Israel and the United States for the response to the slaughter on October the 7th. In fact, at times you've called it a lasting stain, the response, and at times you have left October 7th out of your statements completely around this issue. Right now, you just talked about Israelis killing some Palestinians, but Hamas is killing Palestinians within Gaza. And they have not returned the bodies that they promised to return, including 2 Americans, Itai Chen and Omer Nutra, whose families we have interviewed over these months. So what is your response to what Hamas is doing now?
I think those are bodies and remains that should absolutely be returned. And I think that I have no issue with critiquing Hamas or the Israeli government, because my critiques all come from a place of universal human rights. And my focus, however, is right here in New York City and transforming the most expensive city in America into one that's affordable for each and every New Yorker.
But, okay, and I want to get to that, absolutely. But do you believe that Hamas should lay down their weapons and leave the leadership in Gaza?
I believe that any future here in New York City is one that we have to make sure that's affordable for all. And as it pertains to Israel and Palestine, that we have to ensure that there is peace. And that is the future that we have to fight for.
But you won't say that Hamas should lay down their arms and give up leadership in Gaza.
I don't really have opinions about the future of Hamas and Israel beyond the question of justice and safety and the fact that anything has to abide by international law. And that applies to Hamas, that applies to the Israeli military, applies to anyone you could ask me about.
Okay. One last thought on that. You have said that you would arrest Netanyahu if he came to the United States. You've been very outspoken in your criticism of him. Do you stand by that? You would arrest him if he came here, if you were mayor?
I've said that this is a city that believes in international law, and this is a city that wants to uplift and uphold those beliefs. The Prime Minister...
The United States doesn't stand by the International Criminal Court.
It hasn't signed the treaty for the International Criminal Court. The International Criminal Court, however, has issued a warrant for the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu.
But what grounds in the United States could you arrest him on?
As it has for Vladimir Putin. I've said that I believe that we should uphold arrest warrants by the International Criminal Court, and that we should do so only in abiding with all of the laws in front of us. I'm not going to make a new law to ensure that we can actually...
Do you think that Commissioner Tisch would allow you to arrest Netanyahu in New York City?
I've appreciated Commissioner Tisch's leadership of the NYPD, and I think that she's done a good job at lowering crime across the city.
But do you think that she would go along with arresting Netanyahu in New York?
I can tell you that I'm going to exhaust every legal option in front of me, not to make new laws to do so.
All right, so we got that business at the top of the interview coming up.
All right, listen, what's her name, the reporter? With all due respect, Martha McCarthy? Is that your name? Martha McCallum. With all due respect, Martha, that you just gave Zorhan Mamdouki the biggest win of his fucking career. Honest to God. You gave him a massive win. That was a horrible interview. And again, with all due respect, I'm not trying to come for you personally. That was a fucking terrible interview. That was horrible. That is not how you conduct an interview with a jihadist, because a jihadist is slimy. A jihadist is slimy. You ask him openly, why do you support Hamas? Why do you support Hezbollah? And then you say on the interview, you were caught saying this. You were caught saying Intifada revolution, the only way Intifada. That's what you do the interview with. You don't give him an out. You gave him multiple outs, and he sounded great. If I was a little younger and I was retarded, like most liberal New Yorkers who are kind of a little bit brain dead at the moment, and they go with anybody who's brown who can speak English, they're like, oh, well, sign me up. That's the new Messiah. I would also be like, I'm voting for that motherfucker. He's good. He smiles. He talks like a politician. He's slimy. Of course I'm going to vote for him. It's an age-old classic. You did a horrible job, Martha. I'm really sorry. And again, you may be a very nice person. It seems like you're a nice person who cares about Israel, too, as a reporter. That was just a horrible interview. That was very, very bad. Speaking of Mamdouki, we do have a meme here.
Hi, we are Jewish New Yorkers.
We are Jewish New Yorkers. We are voting for. We are Jewish New Yorkers.
I am a Jewish New Yorker, and I am voting. We are Jewish New Yorkers. We are voting for. What's his name?
Zorman Zamdani.
No, his name is Zornam Armani. No, his name is Morgan Zamdani.
Zohran Mamdani.
Yes. No, his name is Morgan Zamdani.
Zohran Mamdani.
Zogman Mohikani.
No, Manani.
No, his name is Morman Zorbani.
Mohan Zamdani. Yes, this dude.
I am a Jewish New Yorker. I don't remember what I had for breakfast, let alone the history of Jewish people, and I'm voting for Zoran Mandanalani.
Rock and roll, bro! Rock it!
I'm a student here in New York. They don't really teach much history where I study, so I'm kind of learning everything through TikTok.
I am a Jewish New Yorker. It's not safe to be here right now.
My grandparents were Holocaust survivors. I don't know what it means, but Zoran explained that they survived the high cost of living in New York or something. And I am voting for Zorgan Madmadi because I never had a girlfriend. I think I heard him say free Valentine or something.
I am a Jewish New Yorker.
I hate being Jewish because it's not trending right now. So I am voting for Mandalani because he promised me 4,000 likes a day. How cool is that?
Because his wife and I are going to get a nose job and the rich will pay for it. I cannot afford it.
I am a Jewish New Yorker, and he said he'll move the squirrels to Central Park. My dog is scared of them.
He promised to drop the cost of ice cream to 1 cent a pound. I consume 16 pounds a day. Give me a break. I am voting for Zohan Gaddafi to get free Uber rides.
I am voting for Zoran Damdani. Don't ask me why, okay?
I am a Jewish New Yorker, voting for Zorgan Mandini so I can get kosher pork free.
I'm just saying, Ashkenazis, don't get angry at me. But you don't really see any Mizrahi Jews in New York voting for Zoran Mamdouki. Don't get angry, all right? Don't get angry. Just calm down. Calm down. Relax. I'm not coming for you. I love you, Ashkenazis. Calm down. Put down the gefilte fish. We're chilling. We're friends. I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you. God damn it.
Hi, we are Jewish New Yorkers.
This Mamdouki phenomenon is insane. Next meme. All right. Video of a heated argument between a Korean couple and a Muslim woman is going viral on IG. Let's take a look.
Your car and don't threaten me.
It's my choice.
Don't
go down.
Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me.
Move the car.
I will. Don't talk to me like that.
Move the car.
Don't yell at me.
Move the car faster, okay?
Okay, I'll leave it here. 아니 이거 무브를 해줘야지 이게 차가 못 나가잖아.
Hey!
아니 차를 이렇게 해놓고
Yeah,
Dude, Koreans are not to be fucked with, man. I mean, listen. It says, "Oh, the joys of multiculturalism." I'm Team Korea, bro. Fuck. I'm not not fuck Muslims. That's not what I was trying to say. But like fuck whoever that person was. I'm taking the side of Koreans. I like Koreans. They're cool. But yeah, no, that's I don't really know what I'm supposed to say to that. This is an argument between two people. I'm not gonna get it to like a racial perspective. Be like, oh, fuck a Muslim, fuck the Korean. No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Es schützt mich vor solchen Männern.
Next meme.
Ihr, okay? Ja.
Gott sei Dank trägst du das Kopftuch.
Women have to wear hijab and cover themselves in Islam. I'm wearing a hijab to protect myself, especially from non-Muslim men like you. If she's so afraid of non-Muslim women, what is she doing in
Jetzt wäre ich
Germany?
übergriffig geworden. Ich hätte mich nicht beherrschen können. Ich hätte mich nicht beherrschen können, hättest du das Kopftuch nicht an. Wer weiß, was passiert wäre.
Ja,
Wer weiß.
Ich kann mich auch kaum noch beherrschen.
Wer
also,
weiß.
Ich sehe nur noch sie in meinen Träumen und ich kann mich wirklich nicht mehr beherrschen.
Was würden wir nur machen, wenn die Frauen, wir würden Massenvergewaltigung von Deutschen würde es geben, wenn die Frauen sich nicht bedecken. Warte, eine Frage. Sündigen dann Frauen, die sich nicht bedecken? Du hast ja gesagt, das ist Pflicht. Sündigen muslimische Frauen, die sich nicht bedecken?
Schauen Sie mal, das Ding ist, warten Sie mal.
Ah, du siehst mich, du wolltest mich duzen.
Wissen Sie, ich habe Respekt und Anstand.
Sündigen Frauen,
Okay,
die
lassen
sich
Sie
nicht
mich
bedecken.
lassen Sie
Einfache Frage.
Lassen Sie mich beantworten. Darf ich kurz reden? Okay, schauen Sie mal. Im Islam ist die Kopfbedeckung Pflicht,
Ja?
aber nicht nur für die Frau. Der Mann
Für
muss
den
sich
Mann
wieder-
auch.
Der Mann,
Der trägt ja auch so eine Art Kopf.
es schützt mich.
Why does German sound a little bit like a cartoon language? I wish I had better commentary, but I don't know. I was sent clips that I don't even understand today. I can't even give you guys good. I can't give you guys good commentary, but we do have a better clip. Here we go. Mohammed caught trying to rape a 14-year-old girl.
Do you know what we're here for? Okay, you're going to find out in a sec. Okay. Keep your hands out your pockets. Listen to me. Where? John.
He looks like he's from Pakistan.
Get dizzy, sorry. Hey mate, sit yourself down.
Feel dizzy. Do you need an ambulance? Do you need medical assistance? Listen, listen to me. You haven't got to feel threatened.
Yeah. You sent that to a 14-year-old girl. You know that? You're going to be arrested tonight.
I'm never going to.
Well, you won't.
I promise.
You might, but you might do it back where you live.
Read some of the read a bit of the chat out if you got some on there.
Stay
I'm
there.
never going to do it.
Don't make me nervous. I don't want to get nervous. Okay. In fact, you can run, but there's nowhere for you to go because I know where you live.
Yeah. That's why I say I must give everything, you know. I know.
You had a dream.
Please don't take the video, please.
Mate, this is all about the video. This is all about the video.
Your safety, my friend.
This is all about the video.
That's why you've got to
Hold on
keep
1
the
minute.
video. Where are we?
We're
Please, my brother.
Okay.
Listen.
Yes.
Let's get hold on one sec. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not your brother. I'm not your mate. You've been speaking to kids.
We're not here.
I'm not your mate.
We're not here to make you really comfortable. We're actually here to make your life really uncomfortable.
I actually don't know the law. If I know
There's
the
also
law, I will not
there's
gonna
a saying
put
in this.
myself.
There's a saying in this country and every other country that I've been to.
You know,
right?
the America, there is a 14 years old in California or something different.
We are
Don't
in
defend
Shrewsbury,
it, you
Shropshire,
fucking idiot.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
everyone-
god.
But if you know the legal age of consent in California or whatever state you was going to mention, the United States of America,
You've got to know it here.
how can you not know the legal age of consent in the UK?
Well, I've got some good advice. Go over there.
Where are you from originally?
Sri Lanka.
What is the legal
I've got
age
some
of
great
consent in
pictures
Sri
of you.
Lanka?
There is no age, you know.
There is no age.
There is no age because you know we have the.
I think we're going to find out.
Okay,
soon.
you can find it.
This feed's going live, and I bet you right
I
now,
don't.
somebody
By the
will
way,
find
I
out.
don't totally believe he's from Sri Lanka. I gotta be honest with you guys. I used to live in Sri Lanka. They're good people over there. For all my Sri Lankan viewers, Ayubowan, I love you very much. I think he said Sri Lanka. I think this guy's from Pakistan or Bangladesh. I've noticed a trend recently. A lot of my ex-Muslim followers and Arab followers and followers from South Asia are Muslim. They tell me that sometimes when Muslims like this are caught under the bus, they'll throw a non-Muslim country under the bus for them. Like instead of saying Pakistan or Bangladesh, he'll say Sri Lanka as a cover-up to not bring shame to his nation that has a problem with rape.
Googling the age of consent in Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
And I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
it won't be long.
Because you know
Somebody
the
tell us.
Muslim, we have the Sharia law in Sri Lanka. That's
Okay,
why.
what is the
I don't
the
think
age
he's
of
from Sri
consent
Lanka.
in Sharia law?
There is, you know, when you became a puberty age, you can marry them. But people not marrying until you know.
That's
they
fine.
become-
That's
He's not from
Did
Sri
I tell
Lanka.
you-
I get that. But are you aware that in Shrewsbury, Shropshire, we don't have Sharia law?
No, oh yeah, I know. No, I know in the school they say they provide in the condom in the system.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And again, for all my Sri Lankan viewers, I love you guys in Sri Lanka. You're a good country. I don't believe that person was from Sri Lanka. I think that person was lying and throwing Sri Lanka under the bus because it's not a Muslim country. Disgusting. Disgusting. All right. This is from Nima Yamini. Belgium is waking up.
Dag Francesca Albanese. U heeft mij op een gegeven moment geblokkeerd op X. En dat is een kwaliteitslabel, waarvoor dank. Sindsdien volg ik u nog meer via de onderzoeksorganisatie UN Watch van de internationale jurist en gerenommeerde voorvechter van mensenrechten Hillel Neuer, u vast bekend. Ik had de eer om deze topper te ontmoeten in de eeuwige en ondeelbare hoofdstad van Israël, namelijk Jeruzalem. Ik ga er dus geen doekjes om winden. U bent een supporter van jihadistische terreur en van Hamas en u heeft financiële steun ontvangen van pro-Hamas lobbygroepen. En alsof dat nog niet erg genoeg is, bent u aangeklaagd of veroordeeld wegens antisemitisme door Canada, Duitsland, de VS en Frankrijk. Het zegt dan ook alles over Belgistan en dit islamiserende huis dat u hier vandaag bent uitgenodigd. Francesca Albanese, ik volg u zeer goed en ik weet dat u de Joodse staat behandelt als de Jood onder de naties en alleen maar liegt en bedriegt. U moet en zal dan ook van het politieke en activistische toneel verdwijnen, want mevrouw Albanese, neem dat van mij aan, never again is now.
Wow. Monsieur Lacroix. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is unbelievable when somebody actually speaks to you like the piece of shit that you are. You deserve that, Francesca Albanese. And don't worry, as my platform grows, I'm coming for you too, baby. I am coming for you. We will expose you. You guys have to understand, the pro-Hamas, pro-Qatari, pro-Islamic regime of Iran world, they started a war. We may be smaller than them. There may be more people on their side. But we are fucking calculated, and we are coming for you, one by one. I'm saying this. No more feeling sorry for ourselves. War is over. There's a ceasefire right now. This is not the time to rest. This is the time to go on the offensive. We are coming for you. You started a war. I end the war when I want to end the war, Francesca Albanese. You don't get to chill now. Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, one by one. Y'all started a war with the Jews. You want to condemn the Jews for controlling the world? No problem, Kapara. Wait. It's almost our first Simon season. Don't worry. I'm coming. One by one. One by one, we're going to expose each and every single one of you for the piece of shits that you are. A Muslim migrant in the UK is very angry because he received a ticket for parking his car on the sidewalk.
NSL, Wolverhampton.
NSL,
yeah,
Wolverhampton.
315.
Okay, so they told you to come here during the prayer times,
I'm
right?
I'm coming here by myself.
Oh, by yourself. Oh, so is it you who hating Muslims prayers time, right? Do you have some problem with my religion? What are you doing here just at this time, praying time?
Yellow lines.
Yeah, I understand it, but why are you not here every day?
Because if you come down, we get abused every day like you do.
No, I'm not abusing you.
You are, you got a camera
I'm
out.
not abusing. Am I abusing him? Hello, brothers. Am I abusing him?
I was having abuse.
I'm talking to you. I don't abuse. Why would I abuse? I think you're taking advantage of Muslims praying in the mosque and giving them tickets, where every day when we're having here arguments, fights, you're not coming, you're always abandoning this area, and now when the praying time, you
NSL.
Deport. You guys know the last word. Deport. I've told you guys again and again and again. You got to do it. At some point, you're going to have to do it. Deport, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Let's get it done. Let's deport them. We don't need them. They're not going to help your country. Next meme. Let's take a look. The refugee in Italy is very angry because he sees a lot of people walking their dogs, and dogs are haram in Islam.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. طبعا اليوم سبت زي ما تعرفوا الجو تبارك الرحمن، بسم الله ما شاء الله. اليوم شمس، أطلع طول اليوم العائلات كلها طالعة مطلعين كلابهم. طبعا إيطاليا من أكثر الشعوب اللي يحبوا الكلاب، مسموح به يخش حتى المحل عادي، ما في شيء مشكلة، مسموح به عادي يخش المحل. مرات انت ما تخشش والكلب يخش عادي. السلام عليكم.
The Islamic hate of dogs is such a fucking weird thing to go down. And honestly, guys, if you want an indication of who is on the right side of history, who's the good person, who's a bad person, you don't really need to look more who's a dog person, who's a cat person. That's all I'm saying. And it's not all Muslims, by the way, because Muslims, a lot of the Muslims who believe in those retarded hadiths that talk about hating dogs, and I don't even think they even outright say you need to hate a dog. It just says a dog is like lesser than, it's like not clean or something. I forgot exactly what the hadith is. It's not in the Quran. It's definitely not like a original commandment. It's just something they chose to latch onto. There are plenty of dogs from Arabia, plenty of history of Muslims with dogs. It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. Dogs were in the ancient kingdoms of Israel, where all the prophets came from, minus one, Muhammad. All the prophets of Islam are from Israel. They love dogs. One of the original tribes of Israel, which is holy in the Quran. One of the emblems is a dog. It doesn't even make any sense. It's not even logical. So I don't even believe it's not even a mainstream. I mean, it is a mainstream Muslim belief. But sorry, if you need an indication of who's on the right side or the bad side, if you want to condemn the Jews versus the jihadists, you think the jihadists are the same as the Jews. Sorry, the side that hates dogs is probably the one that I wouldn't trust. I'm a dog person. That's what I have to say. All right, last clip. If Hamas or President Trump to Hamas, let's see. It's a threat that he sent.
We have told them we want to disarm, and they will disarm. And if they don't disarm, we will disarm them.
Yeah.
And it'll happen quickly and perhaps violently. But they will disarm. Do you understand me?
Yes, you say
because you always, everyone says, oh, well, they won't disarm. They will disarm.
They won't disarm.
And I spoke to Hamas, and I said, you're going to disarm, right? Yes, sir, we're going to disarm. That's what they told me. They will disarm or we will disarm them. Got it?
Yeah, they're not going to disarm, and America's not going to disarm them. How about that? President Trump, I appreciate you for bringing the hostages back home. I really do. I appreciate you for ending the war. Hamas is not going to disarm. You don't release 2,000 convicted terrorists, murderers who stabbed and killed people and chopped them up into little slices back into Gaza if you have a plan of disarming. That's just not what you do in the chronological order of events of disarming. Disarming means you're surrendering. It means you're going away. It means you're relinquishing power. That's not what you do when you're about to do that. That's something you do when you're about to start another war. You don't start executing people in the strip immediately after retaining power, after getting back power, after the IDF leaves, if you're planning on stepping down. That's not what you do. And we also know that America is not going to put troops on the ground and take the power from Hamas. It'll be Israel that gets the job done, probably not now and probably in the future. And thank you, we've just kicked down the can down the road. What can I say? I love you guys a long time. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, Klats.
Has this ever happened to you? Hey, are you a Zionist?
What is this hesitation? You think Judah the Maccabee was hesitating when he's fighting for Israel? Here, take this. You think Queen Esther hesitated before stopping Haman from ending the Jews of Persia? Well, hey Habibi, you think Herzl thought he was a white colonizer as he Zionized the Jews of Europa? Listen, kid, I don't care if you're a Muslim, a Jew, or a Christian. You're a Zionist, right? Yeah. Well, a good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys some provocative merchandise. They do? Absolutely, a pinch of I have some incredible designs for you, Yeled. They say everything promised to you 3,000 years ago. Here, take a shirt with a matching hat. For you, good price. They say they kick you from 109 countries. Here, join the 109 club. Take shirt and matching hat. For you, good price. Habibi, you want to Zionize? Here, take shirt, matching hat. You like Kuba Selek shel Safta? Here, take shirt, matching hat. Take sticker, take hoodie, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take. Yossi, achi, he understand you, stop! A good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys merch. Yalla, Habibi, for you, good price. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.